Hey, Mom! I'm back in town.
Oh, was it today? It totally slipped my mind. I'm sorry I couldn't help you much with your moving.
It's okay. The moving company is handling everything anyway. Mitch already started unpacking.
Tell him I said hi. Are you too glad to be back in the neighborhood, or do you miss Madrid already?
Living in Europe was a good experience. And we liked Madrid a lot. I wish you could come visit us while we were there.
I wish I could too. But the timing just didn't work out, you know?
How is it living with Isabel? Has it been a couple of months now?
Yes, Isabel and Chris moved in 6 months ago. It all happened so quickly. I didn't even get the chance to say no.
I don't really know her husband well. In fact, I don't think we've met in person. What is he like?
Honestly, I don't really know either. I barely ever talk to him.
But you live with them.
Probably because I live with them. I think he avoids talking to me out of awkwardness.
What? But they're the ones who wanted to move into your house?
I bet Isabella forced him. She can be very persuasive.
Ah, I see. You're right. Isabel can be a bit selfish. Dad was the only one who could stop her. Mom, is she treating you well? She better not be making you do all their housework.
Oh, that's not a big deal.
Wait a second. Do you mean she really is making you do everything? She's an adult, Mom. You can say no. I'll stop by your house soon and have a chat with her. She needs to do her own chores.
It's all right. I'm happy to do it. Stop worrying about me, Sophie. You have a 3-year-old to look after. I can take care of myself.
But I will be coming over soon. I don't need to get on a plane anymore to see you. It should take less than an hour.
I look forward to seeing you soon, honey.
Yes, me too. Actually, after I visit you, you should come back here with me. Stay with us for a couple of days.
I don't know. I have a part-time job, so I don't know if it will work out.
You have a job?
Yes, I do, so I don't lose my mind. It's all good exercise.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't work every day, do you? I'll drive you back when you need, so come stay with us, perhaps for a night.
Well, I would love to, but I will ask Isabel what she thinks first.
Why do you need to ask Isabel?
I just want to make sure it's not bad timing for her. Don't worry, I will work something out.
Okay then. Well, let me know when is best for you. I can't wait to have you here. Isabel, what the hell is wrong with you?
What are you talking about?
About Mom! She began to cry when we were having dinner at my house earlier. She said she doesn't want to go home.
Huh? Why?
I think you know why. You and Chris have been treating her like a slave, haven't you?
What? Of course we are not.
You make her do all the housework.
Oh, you're talking about housework? I never asked her to do anything. She just volunteers.
Because you two never do anything. Is it also true that you confiscated the things I've sent her? Like her birthday presents and gifts from Spain?
I just borrowed them. She had no use with any of those items anyways. I only helped so it wouldn't go to waste.
I gave it to her, not you. Besides, you don't get to decide how she uses the gifts. And what is this about not paying any of the utilities? You two are adults. Why are you making Mom look after you?
Shut up! You are just like Dad. I wish you never came back from Madrid.
I will not shut up because you are being so selfish. Mom's been asking you to pitch in for the bills. Why have you not paid her?
Neither of us are home much. The two of us living here shouldn't have much impact on her bills.
What about for food? You make her cook every meal, don't you?
We have very small appetites. And it's only a few $100 at most. What's the fuss?
If you think it's only a few $100, then you should pay.
Who do you think looks after the old woman? Me, not you, so stay out of it.
Mom never even said okay about you guys moving in. You just invited yourselves in.
What's so bad about a daughter living with her mother? I refuse to move out, no matter what you say. If she doesn't want to live with us, then guess what? She can move out.
Are you being serious?
You said she doesn't want to come, no? Then she doesn't really have a choice, does she?
That is her house.
But we live in it now. You can't make us leave. Did you know Chris used to wrestle? If you try anything stupid, I will have him throw you like trash.
That's how you threaten Mom, too, huh? Whenever she said something you didn't want to hear, Chris would throw things at her. Or hit the wall sometimes. You two are out of your minds. How can you treat your own mother like this?
Because she doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut. Ugh. Anyway, stop messaging me about stupid things. I mean, I'm all ears if you're willing to take her.
My husband and I will be discussing that.
Oh, really? I thought you'd never use your kid as an excuse not to take her. You never know. Let me know when you guys figure it out.
Isabel, are you still not awake?
Sorry, I couldn't take your call. I just got up a minute ago. I'm in a cab right now on my way to get my nails done, so don't call again. Anyway, you know what you want to do about the old woman?
We want to live with her.
No way! You are seriously willing to take her? Seriously?
Yes. My husband also agrees.
Your husband must be as crazy as you are. Oh, wait! I am not letting you take the house, though. We live in it now, and we are not going anywhere.
The house is not worth much, so it's fine. It's 1,000,000 times better to take her than the house. I'll be coming to pick up her stuff soon. After that, do as you please.
What's worthless is the old hag. I thought she inherited a load from Dad, but she had nothing but a small saving. She even started to work part-time. I was getting ready to leave her in the woods or something.
Interesting. You were going to get rid of her, huh?
Chris can't relax with her around. I only let her stay until now because she did all the housework. She could have left whenever she wanted, really.
You are unbelievable.
I didn't do anything, though, just in my head. I realized that it's kind of difficult to literally get rid of a parent. But now that you're taking her in, I can go on with my life without any burden. You are such a good girl, my baby sister.
Isabel, you will apologize to what you've done to Mom.
Aha, why me? I kept the lonely old woman company. She should be thanking me instead.
You have been able to live in that house because Mom took care of you. It's hard to believe you don't see that.
She's my mother. Of course she would. She's the one who had me, so it's her responsibility to take care of me.
You will regret all of this.
I don't think I will. Everything is going just as I planned. All I ever wanted was this house. I will not let anyone stop me, no matter what. Sophie, you bitch! You knew
About what?
that we don't own this house. You knew and never told me.
I don't even know why you thought we own it.
But we grew up in this house. It's been over 20 years.
Mom and Dad never planned to live there for so long. They wanted to move out once we graduated from school. They were looking for a nice place and preparing to move. But then Dad passed away. It was too hard for Mom to move out of the house full of memories.
I don't care about her memories. Why didn't you tell me?
Why would I? What do I owe someone who used my mother like a slave?
I was going to sell the house.
You wanted the money?
I need cash.
Well, too bad. You don't get anything.
Where the hell is your house? Tell me.
Why?
You need to give me money.
I do?
We have to leave this house by the end of this month. I need money to move out. You owe me for not telling me it was rented.
You confused it all in your own sister. I don't see the need for me to pay you anything. Besides, after all you've done, Mom paid this month's rent so that you have a bit of time to figure things out. You really should be thanking her.
Blah, blah, blah. You're wasting my time. She is coming back here. Tell her she belongs here.
She was crying because she doesn't want to live with you two. There's no way she'll be returning to you.
Mom cares about me. That's why she took care of me. If she finds out I'm asking her to come back, she would.
That caring mom has decided she will not return. By the way, you said she doesn't have much money, but you're wrong about that too. She began a part-time job to make it look like she was in need of money.
What?
She was hoping you guys would leave if she didn't have any money.
Are you saying she actually does have money?
Of course she does. Mom and Dad have been saving so they wouldn't have to depend on us. They have always understood well how much it costs to live after retiring. Unlike you, they planned well. She worked so that she wouldn't have to waste any more money that they had saved on you and Chris.
That witch! She fooled me.
No. She was protecting herself from you. You invited yourselves in, made her do all the housework. On top of it all, you made her pay for everything and used any money you could find in her house. If she ever said anything to annoy you, you used Chris to threaten her. So, duh, of course she needed to protect herself.
Sophie, you don't understand. If my husband finds out we can't sell this house, I will get in so much trouble.
Like what?
We are in debt, and I am afraid of Chris. He's been very quiet since we moved in here. I think it's because Mom was around, and because he believes that we are getting money soon. But he is uncontrollable when he gets pissed off.
You should divorce him.
I would have divorced him long time ago if I could. It's not that easy.
I didn't say it was.
Besides, he was so nice at first. He has a very gentle, sweet side too.
Well, I still think you two should separate for once.
Please, I really need money. If he finds out, he would beat me. What if he makes me go work on the streets?
Well, Isabel, you made Mom live with a dangerous person like that. And you were only after her house and money. To me, it sounds like you pretty much asked for it.
Sophie, please. Tell me your address. You have to help me.
I wish you'd asked me for help before you did horrible things to Mom. I may have listened if I hadn't realized what a bully you are.
Tell Mom I am asking for help. She won't answer my calls. None of my messages are going through either.
That's her answer to you right there. Isabel, there were so many ways for you to get help. But you chose to take everything away from your mother. How could we ever consider you our family?
I am her daughter. She has to help if her child is in need.
Life doesn't work like that. If you have the nerve to steal from your parent, you should have used it to leave your husband. This is all happening now because you were only thinking about yourself. You chose yourself over your family.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I will formally apologize for what I have done to Mom. So please help me.
You are old enough to take full responsibility for yourself. We disown you. Both Mom and I.
Sophie, forgive me. Mommy, I'm so sorry.
You are way too late to apologize. But I guess you finally understand now that the house really was not worth anything. How does it feel to realize that you've tossed away something you should have treasured? As a farewell gift, I sent her $1,000 and deleted all her contacts from our phone. I realized I was being way too nice, but in case what she was saying about her husband was true, I wanted to give her a final chance to run from him. Although there's a high possibility that she was bluffing and that they're still together. When the real estate agent arrived to the house to collect the keys, Isabel and Chris were already gone, and the house was empty. I don't know what happened to them, and I don't really want to know either. In fact, I hope I don't see either of them again. I questioned why my mother never told me about what was happening in her house. I was very sad to hear that she kept her mouth shut because she was scared Isabel and Chris would threaten my family as well. But she was on the verge when I invited her to my house. She began to cry because the warm food and atmosphere of my house made her realize she wasn't happy with my sister. She must have been so afraid and lonely living with those two bullies. My mother stayed with us for a while after the incident, but has recently moved into a cozy apartment near our house. She says she enjoys living in an apartment where she can relax and spend time for herself. But I know she got an apartment out of consideration for my family, so that she doesn't become a burden to us. We don't live under the same roof, but I'm glad she's only a few minutes away. My mom will never be lonely, and she will have plenty of company from us going forward. I will make sure not to put her through any more stress. I'm so happy I'm able to replace my sister to take care of her.
Hey, Sophie. Just saw your message. Oh, really? It's not just oh, really. You should contact me in advance if you're coming home. I did contact you. But since I didn't get a reply from Mom, I contacted Luna. I got permission to stay. You know Luna is David's wife, right? It's obvious that you, as my sister-in-law, would be considerate. Sophie, you really don't think things through. I do feel bad about it. The company messed up the hotel arrangements and I have nowhere to stay. There are vacancies in the next town, but it's a bit far from the client. Please let me stay for just a week. Well, I guess it's fine. You do have your room. There's no need to get mad. Anyways, I'll be at work during the day. Don't worry about me. You'd want to do things for me since I'm back, wouldn't you? You're probably eating nothing but junk every day. I want to make sure you eat properly. Junk? I do cook for myself regularly. What do you think? You become really careless when you're alone, don't you? I have to make sure tonight's dinner has plenty of vegetables. I'm fine. You can go as usual. By the way, I heard that Mom went to see a play? Yes, that's right. It was very good. I'm also thinking of doing a little shopping, so it'll take me a little longer to get home. I have the day off today. Should I come pick you up? Oh, are you sure? Aren't you tired from the long drive if you came by car? No, I've had a little rest. I'm fine. Then I might take you up on that offer. Oh, how about we eat out for dinner? I'm fine with that, but is Luna okay with it? She just went out saying she'd do a little shopping. I'll contact her. Just wait a bit. Okay, got it. Oh, but David is here too, huh? David's been on a long business trip since last week. Don't worry about it. Oh, is that so? Both of you siblings chose jobs with a lot of business trips. Must be tough. But there's the fun of being able to go to different places. Look, maybe the reason I can keep doing it, even though I get bored easily, is because of the business trips. I wish you'd take a position where you could manage people soon. Yeah, I guess so. Well, in time. Sophie, have you ever thought about remarrying? Don't you have any good people around? I've been married once, that's enough. Don't tell me you plan on being single for life. That's also life. You always have a rebuttal, don't you? Maybe that personality led to the divorce. Do you have to say it like that? And it's not like my personality had anything to do with it. Alright, I got it. Oh, Luna says you two should have a nice time. Really? Then I'll go pick her up. I'll buy Luna a souvenir on the way back. Don't waste your money like that. It's not a waste. She might have been considerate. Well, we can talk about that later. I'm taking a break at a cafe near the station, so park your car nearby. Okay, got it. Mom, I have a dinner appointment with a client on the day after tomorrow, so you don't need to prepare my dinner for a while. Okay, I got it. So what time will you be back? Let's see, around 10 p.m.? So Sophie is the last one to take a bath. Please clean the bath before you leave. Okay. Speaking of Luna. Luna? Is there something wrong? I haven't seen her in a while, and we've only met a few times. But has her atmosphere changed a bit? Why do you ask? She seems less friendly than before. Not that she's cold or anything. I just felt a bit of discomfort. Isn't it because you suddenly use her home as a hotel? Oh, that must be it. If your sister-in-law comes home to a house where she's living, it's bound to be a nuisance. I'm really sorry. I'll have to be more devoted to Luna for the rest of the few days. You don't even have time to serve. What are you talking about? All you need to do is work and go home. You don't have to say it like that. But I think it's better to be quiet and sleep rather than showing off my presence weirdly. That's right. You don't need to do anything unnecessary. I got it. But the living together is going well, right? What's that all of a sudden? Because she's living with me, right? I mean, I was fighting with my mother-in-law even though we weren't living together. I wonder how you can keep going. In your case, it wouldn't work out. It's your harsh personality that's the problem. Mom always has one too many words. Sophie and Luna are totally different, right? I think Luna is a quiet and thoughtful daughter-in-law. Well, that's good. Mom, there are very few wives who would live with their mother-in-law, so you should take care of her. I'm doing that without you telling me. But lately, Luna has been a bit difficult. Is it because I came back? Actually, I didn't want to worry Sophie, so I wasn't going to tell you. But maybe I should talk about it. What? Now that you've said it, I'm curious. Luna started treating me badly. What? Are you kidding me? I wish it was a lie, but her attitude is different when David is there and when he isn't. Before, she would smile whenever I asked her anything, but lately I've been ignored a lot. Are you not pushing unreasonable demands on her? I would never do such a thing. So honestly, I didn't want to show you that. That's why you panicked when I suddenly came home. I wonder if I've done something rude. But I was trying to interact with her in a way that wouldn't make her hate me. It's possible since you often say too much. But isn't it cruel to ignore me? I can manage somehow because she's normal when David is here. I'm sure she wants me to leave as soon as possible. I don't see Luna as that type though. You wouldn't understand because you're not living with her. I can't say anything if you say that. Have you tried consulting with David? I don't want to do it. I'm too embarrassed to say that I'm being taken lightly by my daughter-in-law. It's not necessarily that you're being taken lightly. There might be some misunderstanding. And I think it would be better to ask her gently if you're worried. It's okay. It's a problem I can solve by being patient. I'm the one who's living with her, and I don't want to cause trouble. Living alone in old age is lonely after all. Even if Luna is cold to me, it's better if my son David is with me. I don't think you need to push yourself. And living with stress will only make both of us unhappy. If you're lonely, Mom, you can come to my apartment, you know. No, thanks. I don't want to go to the house of a daughter who has no plans to even have a grandchild. Oh, I see. But while I'm here, should I ask Luna gently? No, don't do anything unnecessary. Sophie is already being a nuisance as it is. I won't mention your name, Mom. It's okay. I don't want to be stirred up by someone who's not usually at home. I understand. But don't push yourself. If you have any problems, let me know. After all, a real daughter is better than a daughter-in-law. I don't think it's a good way to put it. Your attitude may be showing that you're thinking that way. Who cares? I'm not going to tell Luna anyway. And of course Luna would prefer her real parents. Well, I guess everyone thinks that way. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going back to work now. Yes, work hard. And make sure to contact me if you can come home early. Luna, I'm sorry. I'm late. Are you still awake? Good evening, sister-in-law. Yes, I'm fine. I'm sorry for suddenly barging into your house. I'll be leaving the day after tomorrow, so please let me disturb you until then. Also, I brought some souvenirs today, so please have them for your snack tomorrow. Thank you always, sister-in-law. But you don't have to worry so much. This is your family home. Please relax and don't worry about me. Thank you. Actually, there's something I've been worried about. Can I ask you about it? Yes, what is it? Actually, I've seen Luna going into the storage shed when I came home late these past few days. She wouldn't come out for a while after going in, and it was a reoccurring thing, so it caught my attention. It's still chilly at night here, right? What are you doing in the shed every night? What am I doing, you ask? Could it be that you're hiding from my mother and enjoying some hobby? It's okay, I won't tell my mother, so relax. That's where my bedroom is. Huh? You have a bedroom in the house, don't you? Yes, I can use it when David is here. So, does that mean you always sleep in the shed when David is on a business trip? I feel stupid asking this, but you're not sleeping in the shed of your own volition, are you, Luna? No. Could it be at my mother's instruction? I'm sorry. Why is Luna apologizing? The one at fault is my mother, right? It's my fault for being an incompetent wife. No, Luna, you're not at fault at all. It's my mother who's crazy for giving such instructions. Could you explain the situation in detail? But if my mother-in-law finds out! It's okay. I'll definitely protect you when this happens. Even so, it might not be possible to leave the house right away. I have to work again tomorrow. Please don't push yourself. I'll be fine. Besides, I don't have a home to run to. This is the only place I have. But I think it would be a good idea to take temporary refuge in your parents' home, Luna. My parents don't care about me at all. Even if I went back to my parents' house, they would just tell me to leave. So that's the background. I see. Leave it to me for now. I'll make sure you won't be treated unfairly. Luna, you've been quite arrogant these past few days. Did you get spoiled because my daughter was nice to you? You even went out to eat, just the two of you, and neglected your housework. What on earth do you think you're doing? What do you mean? We just went out to play together. Huh? What's with that tone? My daughter has already gone home. You no longer have anyone to protect you. Why do you think that? Since David often goes on business trips, it's often just the two of us, isn't it? And you've been abandoned by your parents, so you have nowhere to go, right? If I tell David, he'll throw you out in no time. That's how I gradually concerned you. You're really a piece of work. Huh? Luna, you won't get away with it when you get back. Finish your shopping quickly and return home. I'll give you a proper sermon. Luna won't be coming back. Huh? Sophie. I'm taking Luna home with me right now. Huh? Is it really Sophie? Yeah, I'll take Luna to my house for refuge as is. Mom, you've really been terrible. Sophie, it's not like that. I just scolded Luna because she was being rebellious. This is scolding? It's just bullying your daughter-in-law. And it's not like Luna told me about you, Mom. I just happened to see Luna going to the shed, and that's when I discovered your bullying. You fooled me pretty well. Sophie, listen to me. You said it the other day, didn't you? That Luna is cold to me. So I thought I had to be strong, and I acted a bit bossy. There's a reason for it anyway. Mom, I'm sending this from Luna's phone right now, you know? I've seen the conversation so far. So I know you've been bullying her behind the scenes. It's true that Luna was cold to me. Of course she'd be cold. You had her sleep in the shed when her husband David wasn't there. And you've been dumping most of the housework on Luna. And the verbal abuse is way too much. You're just as bad as my former mother-in-law. Don't lump me in with that person. From my perspective, you're the same. It's you who's been taking advantage because Luna doesn't talk back. I've also told David about this. Huh? Of course, I thought he might be the kind of guy who wouldn't protect her like my husband, but it seems he didn't know anything. He was really angry. Sophie, please. Tell David it's a misunderstanding. I'll apologize to Luna properly. Why do I have to do such a thing? You're the one in the wrong, Mom. I won't be able to live with David. I don't want to live alone again. That's because you did it, Mom. Luna has been trying so hard because she wanted to be recognized by you, and this is what happens when you treat her so badly. I apologize. Please let Luna know. I will never be mean again. So please forgive me. At the point where you're trying to win over kind Luna with a crying appeal, you're not reflecting on your actions. David also said that there will be no more living together, and they'll live in my house until they find a new place. Sophie, please. I recognize Luna as my daughter-in-law. That's why there were times when I used strong words. Your excuse is different from earlier, isn't it? You haven't forgotten that the trigger for my divorce was bullying my daughter-in-law, have you? The person who was told never forgets, I don't acknowledge as a mother anyone who wastes a daughter-in-law's kindness, consideration, and efforts to be recognized. Please reflect on your actions and live on your own. I'm really sorry. But you know, as a mother, sons are very precious. If someone tells me I can't let my child go, I wouldn't know what to say. I didn't want to torment Luna. So you're saying it's because she's your daughter-in-law that you find her annoying. It's amazing how you can line up such excuses. And it's amazing that you can say that to me, your own daughter. Stop talking because it's embarrassing. Goodbye. Sophie, wait. Please. Listen to my story. You're not a mother if you're a bully old woman. You sleep in the shed. Try doing everything you've done to your daughter-in-law once yourself. I'll listen to the story after that's over. Sophie, you're my real daughter, aren't you? You can consider your mother a little, can't you? You understand my tough personality, don't you? And real daughters, you know, aren't as kind as daughter-in-laws. After that, it seems my mother was thoroughly chastised by my younger brother when he returned from a business trip. Of course, my brother immediately ended the cohabitation, found a house, and is now living with Luna. My mother, now living alone, has become quite disheartened and tends to stay at home. Furthermore, since my brother has told her to have no further involvement, it's unlikely that she will ever see a child born to my brother and his wife. She now regrets what she did, but I think there is no room for sympathy. Since I've made all contact go through me, Luna shouldn't have to deal with any unpleasant experiences with my mother. If my mother ever seems to do something again, I'll prepare to sternly discipline her. And since the cohabitation ended, Luna has become as cheerful as she was when she first got married, and she occasionally comes over to our house to hang out. I'm glad I was able to notice her being bullied by my mother because she is truly a kind and wonderful person. My mother may have had her own feelings about this, but there's no reason to bully her daughter-in-law. I suppose there will always be various issues for as many couples and families as there are. But for now, I am glad to have eliminated one abusive mother-in-law from this world. I plan to continue supporting my close-knit brother and his wife, wishing for their happiness.